Mittens and the Magical Journey. A tale of friendship, courage and reunion. Once upon a time, in a cosy little house on the outskirts of a bustling city, there lived a cat named Mittens. Mittens was a curious and adventurous cat with a coat of the softest grey fur and the brightest emerald green eyes. His human family adored him, and he loved them just as much.
"Good morning, Mittens,"
said his little human friend Lucy as she giggled and scratched him under his chin.
"You're always up for an adventure, aren't you?"
Life was simple, yet filled with joy and warmth as they would spend hours playing together, chasing toys and delighting in each other's company. When the laughter and excitement settled, Mittens could often be found napping on his favourite spot in the sun-drenched living room. A soft pillow beneath him as the gentle hum of daily life continued around him. One sunny afternoon, while his family was out running errands, Mittens heard a rustling sound coming from outside. Unable to resist his curiosity, he jumped onto the windowsill and pushed open the unlatched window. He slipped outside, intending to investigate the noise for just a moment, but as he landed in the garden, he was greeted by a kaleidoscope of butterflies. "Wow, look at all the beautiful butterflies," Mittens exclaimed, mesmerized by their colourful wings. Mittens had never seen such beautiful creatures before, and he followed them as they danced through the air. He hopped over fences, weaved between bushes, and scampered across streets until he found himself in a strange new world. The world was nothing like his quiet little house. It was vast, full of towering trees with strange glowing fruit, fields of fragrant flowers that changed colours, and friendly creatures that resembled nothing he had ever seen before. He felt as if he had stepped into a fairy tale. As Mittens wandered deeper into this magical world, he encountered even more fantastical creatures that soon became his friends. One day, while exploring a grove filled with luminous, otherworldly plants, Mittens met Featherbeak, a wise old owl with feathers that shimmered like the night sky. Featherbeak had an incredible ability to speak every language known to man and beast, allowing him to communicate with any creature they came across on their journey. Featherbeak noticed that Mittens appeared lost and disoriented, so he approached the curious cat and asked, "Little feline, you seem far from home. Are you on a journey to find your way back?" Mittens, surprised by the owl's insight, nodded hesitantly and shared his story. He told Featherbeak about his human family, the butterflies that led him to this magical world, and his growing desire to return home. Featherbeak listened intently, his eyes filled with empathy and understanding. When Mittens finished his tale, Featherbeak gently said, "I can see that you miss your family dearly. I will help you on your journey to find your way back to them." Then Mittens met Rosie, a gentle and playful rabbit with a coat as white as fresh snow. "Hi there, Mittens," Rosie said cheerfully, hopping over to him. "My name is Rosie, and I can make flowers bloom with a touch of my paw. Let's be friends." Rosie had the magical ability to make flowers bloom with a single touch of her paw. Her presence brought life and colour to the world around her, and she often used her powers to create stunning floral displays that took Mittens' breath away. Last, but certainly not least, Mittens formed a bond with Spike, a brave hedgehog who wore his heart on his sleeve. "Hey, Mittens," Spike said, puffing out his chest. "I'm Spike, and my quills are made of the strongest metal. I'll protect our friends from any danger." Spike's quills were made of the strongest metal, which he used to protect his friends from any harm. Despite his tough exterior, Spike had a heart of gold and was always the first to offer a helping paw to those in need. Together, the four friends formed an inseparable team. They spent their days exploring the magical world, facing challenges, and vanquishing their enemies. Each day brought a new adventure, and with each adventure, their bond grew stronger. One day they ventured into the whispering woods, where the trees themselves seemed to hum with ancient wisdom. It was there that they encountered a fearsome beast with eyes that glowed like embers and scales as hard as stone. This creature was known as the pyrodrake, a fire-breathing dragon that terrorized the inhabitants of the woods. With Featherbeak's guidance, Rosie's floral magic, and Spike's bravery, the friends devised a plan to defeat the pyrodrake. "Featherbeak, you guide us from above," said Mittens, laying out their strategy. "Rosie, use your flowers to distract the dragon, and Spike, be ready to defend us with your quills." Using their wits and teamwork, they managed to outsmart the beast and restore peace to the Whispering Woods. Another time, they found themselves in the enchanted labyrinth, a place filled with twisting paths and riddles that confounded even the cleverest of minds. Inside the labyrinth, they met a mysterious figure who offered them a challenge to solve his riddles and find their way to the heart of the maze.
"Listen well, travelers,"
the figure said, his voice echoing through the labyrinth.
"Solve my riddles and find your way to the heart of the maze. Only then will you be granted a reward beyond your wildest dreams."
The friends exchanged nervous glances, but they were determined to face the challenge. The mysterious figure presented them with the first riddle.
"I am taken from a mine and enclosed in a wooden case from which I am never released, and yet I am used by almost every person. What am I?"
Mittens pondered the riddle, his green eyes narrowing in thought. Suddenly his eyes lit up with understanding. "I think I know the answer," he said, turning to his friends. "It's something we've seen humans use many times." Rosie tilted her head, her brow furrowing in thought. "What could it be?" Featherbeak smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "I believe Mittens is correct. The answer is quite simple if you think about it." Spike scratched his head, looking puzzled. "Can you give us a hint, Mittens?" Mittens grinned, confident in his answer. "It's something that helps humans write and draw. They keep it in a wooden case, but they use it every day." A light of understanding dawned in Rosie's eyes. "Oh, I know the answer now. It's a pencil." The mysterious figure nodded, impressed with their teamwork and quick thinking.
"Well done, travelers. You have solved the first riddle. Proceed deeper into the maze, and you shall face more challenges. But remember, you must rely on each other to find the way."
With the first riddle solved, Mittens and his friends ventured further into the enchanted labyrinth, their spirits lifted by their success and the bond they shared. They knew that as long as they worked together, they could face any challenge that came their way. Intrigued, the friends accepted the challenge, and with their combined intellect and intuition, they solved each riddle, unlocking hidden doors that led them deeper into the maze. At the heart of the labyrinth, they discovered a hidden treasure, a powerful spellbook that granted them the ability to harness the elements and further enhance their magical powers. As they journeyed through the magical world, Mittens and his friends continued to grow stronger, not just in their magical abilities, but also in their friendship. They faced numerous trials, from traversing the treacherous crystal caverns, filled with razor-sharp crystals and deceptive reflections, to rescuing a village of tiny sprites from the clutches of a wicked sorceress. And through it all, they discovered the magic that lay within each of them. Mittens learned that his curiosity and love for adventure had ignited a latent magical ability within him, allowing him to communicate with the creatures of the magical world and even manipulate the elements around him. Featherbeak's wisdom and knowledge expanded, making him an invaluable guide in their journey. Rosie's floral magic blossomed, enabling her to create even more breathtaking displays and heal the wounds of her friends. And Spike, with his ever-growing courage and strength, became the stalwart protector of the group, always willing to shield his friends from harm. With every trial they faced, the friends grew not only in power, but also in understanding. They learned the importance of teamwork, trust, and the unique strengths that each of them brought to their unbreakable bond. And in the end, it was this bond that allowed them to face the many wonders and dangers of the magical world with unwavering courage and determination. As the days turned into weeks, Mittens couldn't help but feel a growing sense of longing for his human family. He missed the warmth of their cuddles, the sound of their laughter, and the familiar scent of home. He knew he had to find a way back. One day, as Mittens and his friends journeyed through a dense forest filled with towering trees and a chorus of birdsong, they encountered a wise, ancient creature known as the Keeper of Portals. This enigmatic being, resembling an ethereal blend of different animals, had the unique ability to create and control portals to other realms. Mittens, yearning to return home to his human family, pleaded with the Keeper of Portals for assistance. Touched by the bond between Mittens and his friends, the Keeper agreed to help them.
"Your friendship has touched my heart,"
the Keeper said, her voice soft and soothing.
"I will create a portal to take you back to your world, but be warned, the journey will be fraught with danger."
Mittens looked at his friends, determination shining in his eyes. "We've faced danger before. Together we can overcome anything." With a mix of fear and hope in their hearts, they thanked the Keeper of Portals and set forth on their challenging journey, determined to succeed and bring Mittens back to his loving home. As Mittens and his friends journeyed towards the portal, they encountered a variety of challenges that tested their skills and the strength of their friendship. Their first obstacle was crossing the River of Whispers, where the water appeared calm, but was filled with strong, unpredictable currents. Featherbeak, with his extensive knowledge, recalled a rhyme about the river. To cross the water safe and sound, follow the stones where calm is found. Using this clue, the friends located a path of stepping stones that led them safely across the river. Next, they found themselves in the Forest of Illusions, where the trees seemed to shift and change, leading them in circles. It was Rosie who noticed that the flowers on the forest floor always pointed in the same direction, towards the heart of the forest. Trusting her instincts, she led the group through the confusing woodland, using the flowers as their compass. In the Valley of Echoes, they were met with a cacophony of sounds, making it nearly impossible to communicate with one another. It was here that Spike's keen sense of direction and determination shone through. Despite the disorienting echoes, he managed to guide his friends by using simple hand signals and staying close to one another. Lastly, they arrived at the edge of the enchanted desert, a vast expanse of sand that seemed to stretch on forever. The desert was known for its shifting sands and treacherous quicksand pits. Featherbeak, using his wisdom, advised his friends to walk in a single file, following the path where the cacti grew in the shape of a crescent moon. The friends carefully made their way through the desert, avoiding the hidden dangers beneath the sand. With each challenge they faced, Mittens and his friends relied on one another's unique abilities and strengths. Their unwavering trust in each other, as well as their determination to bring Mittens home, guided them safely through each obstacle on their journey to the portal. As they ventured towards the portal, Rosie turned to Mittens, her eyes glistening with tears. "I'll miss you, Mittens. I wish you didn't have to go." Mittens nuzzled his friend, his heart aching with love for them. "I'll miss you too, Rosie. All of you. But I have to go back to my family. I know you understand." Spike, usually so stoic, allowed himself a small smile. "We'll always be here for you, Mittens. Just remember us, and we'll never be far away." Featherbeak, the wise old owl, nodded sagely. "This is not the end of our story, dear friends. Our bond transcends time and distance. Cherish the memories we've created, and we will always be together in our hearts." With tears in their eyes and their hearts filled with love, they approached the portal. Mittens turned to his friends one last time. "Thank you for everything. I'll never forget you." As Mittens stepped through the portal, he found himself back in his cosy little house. His family, who had been searching for him since the day he disappeared, were overjoyed to see him. They hugged him tightly, vowing never to let him go again. Although Mittens was grateful to be home, he would never forget the incredible adventures he had with his friends in the magical world. And in the quiet moments, when the sun streamed through the windows and warmed his fur, he would close his eyes and remember the laughter, bravery, and love he had shared with Featherbeak, Rosie, and Spike. Mittens' life was forever changed by the incredible journey he had taken. He had learned the value of friendship, the strength that comes from facing one's fears, and the true meaning of home. The lessons he had learned about the importance of honesty, courage, and standing by one's friends were passed down as well, inspiring countless others to cherish the bonds they shared with those they loved.